I have here today Leslie Capps of Wild Woman Marketing, and she's all that. She really is one of the best marketing matchmakers you can ever find. Leslie, can you tell me a little bit about the business and how you work with clients?
Sure, I would love to, Mike. Yeah, I'm known as the marketing matchmaker. And if we've done any marketing at all, or if you have this experience, you're giddy with hope. You're so excited. This is the best thing since sliced bread. You're going to have thousands of people coming in the door. And a month later, you're in the corner in tears. You've lost money. You have no clients coming through the door, and it's a train wreck. Really what I want to do is bring the joy and excitement back to marketing for you. Make it simple and automated and change your relationship with marketing.
Would you say that marketing is a little bit or a lot of storytelling?
Absolutely. I really and that was the second part of your question that I didn't answer that I just remembered. But absolutely storytelling and then how I work with people. The way I like to look at it is that's the way you show you're passionate about what you're doing. And I hope everyone's passionate about what they're doing because life is too short not to be. Marketing is when you get to really show, oh my gosh, I'm so excited about this. Like we all know great marketers, like they tell everybody what they love, they tell everybody what they hate. And that's what I hope to help people turn or tune into is that ability again to share what they're really excited about. And how I work with people is really helping you suss out what you need. If
Mm.
you come to me and say, I want to do Facebook ads, and we look and talk, and I'm like, no, you don't want to do Facebook ads. But this is something you might consider, and for these reasons. And then if I don't offer that service, I want to connect you up with the right person. One of my super frustrations was going to somebody, one, that did Facebook ads. I didn't need Facebook ads, but that's what they were going to sell me. And then two, if you pressed them enough and finally got to the bottom and they said, "Oh no, well that's not really what you need." I don't know what you need, or if I know what you need, I don't know who does that. And so you're still left in this wandering around trying to figure it out.
Yeah, throwing money at things can be dangerous just from the aspect of getting super excited about launching that first big deal and putting a lot of money behind it. So there's a lot about testing to see what works sometimes. But to people I've talked to about marketing, because it's a big topic, is it seems to be kind of like getting a foundation down. So something is working on a foundational basis, and then you start building the house, and it looks like it's going to be a slow coach to China. It's one brick at a time, like laying bricks at one brick at a time. When actually you could come in there with a 3D machine and get it done in a day, but it has to have the right direction, the right foundation to start with. So your matchmaking skills are just absolutely critical to hear the stories they tell, their successes, their losses, and their where's the pain and what they think might be the solution. You're shaking your head that actually that's not the direction you need to go. So you're really working as the mentor, the coach, but you're also getting it implemented. You're executing on it for people. So that's fantastic. Do you have a short story of someone that you've helped the last year or two that it really made a change, not just for the business, but actually gave them time back for themselves? So can you think of someone that you don't have to mention names, but
Sure,
is
sure,
someone that you helped in a way that you made a difference of just deeper than just the money?
sure, absolutely. I think that's one of the cool things about marketing right now is all the artificial intelligence that's going along with that. That
Oh
there's
yeah.
so many tools we can use that can really automate and save us time, get better results, be less expensive. Like it's a win-win. So yeah, recently I worked with someone who was doing business loans and wanted to bring more, obviously get more eyeballs on what he was offering. and we set him up with search box optimization. No brainer. He really does. There's no of that SEO struggle. It's a flat monthly cost, so he knew what he was getting into. He didn't pay until he got results, which obviously makes everybody happy. Yeah, so it was a huge weight off his shoulders. Even if you're not doing SEO yourself, you're hiring someone to do it. The expense, the often frustration of fighting for those top spots, creating the content or all that goes along with that. Yeah, so he was like angels singing. Oh, he's like, I can get back to helping people, and now I got people.
So this solved a lot of the variables that people run into of having to out a lot, because sometimes there's quite a bit of A/B testing just to find what does work, and there's a lot of losses and wrecks along the way to find success. And some people really don't have the budget for that, so they shouldn't be in that venue. But you've got something that you could implement for people that keywords basically stay the same. And how search actually works, you have found a very interesting niche there. Could you tell us a little bit more about the search engine optimization that this client that had super success with, how it actually works? What's behind it?
Right. So, like, I cannot tell you exactly how it works. It's proprietary software. Like,
Sure,
I
sure. Yeah.
I know it's AI and it trends keywords, and that's how they're able to do that. Yeah, and it's probably beyond me technology wise, which I'm like, I don't care. I don't really want to know that kind of stuff. But yeah, so you take specific keywords. There's a great example right now, personal injury attorney, California. And
Oh,
a
wow.
company, yeah, has purchased that keyword, and now their name is associated with it. And why I say they're a great example is, so one, when the autocomplete comes up, you see their name associated with that keyword. If you were to, so it looks like Bing or Google is recommending them. When you click
Yeah.
on that, they take up that whole page of search results. And the reason they do that is because they have all their business citations in order. So if you only had 3 business listings, obviously someone else is going to tag on to the bottom of that page. But if you got 11, 15, you got all your poop in a group, so to speak, then it's your own personal billboard on Google or Bing. Everywhere people look, they see your reviews, all your sites, LinkedIn, Yelp, yada, yada, yada.
Wow, that is a distinctive advantage. I take it that once that firm had that keyword, that no one else really can get it. Is that
That's
the way it
correct.
works?
Yes. Yeah, that's correct. So,
Wow.
right, you can see how it could easily, obviously, there's no guarantees, but you've got keywords who have search volume of 1,000 people a month. Even if you got 10% of that's 100 new people coming in your door, looking at your site, contacting you for services, and then the and really we do help people with business citations as well, trying to get those all in order, make sure that you take full advantage, as well as looking at websites and doing a little, okay, let's get bigger call to action or just some suggestions like that. Because while SBO is a great thing, we want you to succeed. So let's get everything lined out. Let's get it all optimized so that you can be as successful as possible with it.
So there very much is a preparatory period, a time when you do the research to see, okay, this is what you've got. This is where we need to take you before we actually implement this. So you're ready for it. So that is just setting people up for success as opposed to maybe not having all their ducks in a row. So you help them on the front end of where they are visually, what their citations are like. Because a lot of times people have wrong information in a lot of different directories, and that can be a big problem of being found and all that. That's a fantastic service that you're offering. How do people reach you and can spend a little bit of time with you? Do you offer a consultation?
Absolutely. Yep. Always. Like advice is always free because you
Okay.
can take it or leave it. We all got advice.
Sure.
But yeah, yeah, I absolutely do free consultations. Wild Woman Marketing. You can find it wildwomanmarketing.com or Leslie at Wild Woman Marketing. Easy to find. Yeah, I'm glad to, like I said, really, it's a part that I don't get paid for, but that I enjoy just as much as helping people suss
Yeah.
out what they need. A lot of people come to me and say, okay, well, I'd like to use your services. And I'm like, can you handle this amount of people per month? Well, no. Well, then you probably don't need my services. But let's look at what you could do. And the other thing I tell people is start small because if you've done any sort of marketing, you know this. Every person you talk to, oh, you need to be on Instagram, you need to be on TikTok, you need to be on Facebook, you need to be on LinkedIn. Like, you need to find where your people live and pick that one platform. Start there,
Yeah. Go
start with a
there.
niche.
Go there. Yeah.
Exactly. And then if you want to do TikTok, go on with your bad self, but start small because it gets overwhelming and people come to me and they're all like, so and so said do this and so said do this. And yeah, and I've
Well,
been
what they're
there.
seeing is their budget being spread so thin, they're scared of being asked for more money because they're putting their whole budget into it to begin with. You're saying what people need to hear, and it's the truth. They need to work within what they've got and look for the most effective use. And that's the kind of advice only a wild woman can offer. Yeah, you
There you
better have
go.
a wild woman on your side. Otherwise, you're going to lose. So you got to have a wild woman. What's the best way to reach you, Leslie?
Either email or my
Okay.
website. My website has email and phone number. You're always welcome to call as well on Alignable, LinkedIn, Facebook,
Okay.
Twitter.
I want to thank you for the time today so that we know what you're bringing to the table, that you can work with just about any budget so you can make a strategy work within what people have to work with. And as they grow, well, you can help continue that growth with people. I think that's fantastic, Leslie. It's been an absolute pleasure speaking with you today. Thank you so much.
Likewise. Thank you, Mike.